Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 84. This is where I'm viewing the 871st episode. Finally, it's over. The climax of the intense fight against Katakuri. And the 931st chapter of the manga, Soba Mask. Yeah, both these are really good. Let's first talk about the newest episode of the anime, which covers the entirety of chapter 896, minus the cover story, and of course, page 10 of chapter 902. Yep, I gotta say, this was one damn good episode. Yeah, you don't see much, you see pretty much in this episode, definitely the conclusion of the Luffy vs. Katakuri fight. First, the episode opens up with Luffy and Katakuri in the same exact position they were in last week's episode. You see this for about a few minutes. And then we cut to outside, where you see Big Mom still chasing Ben's ship, and of course Ben's ship finally reaching Fluffy Island. Though they haven't said the cake up yet. In the case of what's going on with Sanji, he's already on Cocoa Island, and he is waiting for Luffy to get out of the mirror. He's there with Pudding. Pudding basically asks him because, well, he says nice things to her. Like, she asks for one last favor. Takes a cigarette, and off screen they make out. Yep, they make out. Though it's revealed in a flashback later on that she reached inside of his head and pulled out film and edited out the kiss. So he doesn't remember the fact that he made out with her. Yeah, that actually is not in the episode. That actually comes a little bit later. That comes in the following episode. That comes a little bit later. I'm surprised they cut that out. I think they're saving it for a later episode. We also see what Oven and his soldiers are up to, where one person is saying that possibly Luffy made the via Katakuri, so these exact duplicate, these characters look exactly like, like three of them get bashed in the head, like bop, bop, bop. Yeah. Yeah, in the case of the designs of these characters, yeah, it's basically because of the fact that Big Mama's got a ton of kids. Let's just have it where a lot of these characters are basically just redesigns of characters already in the show, one of whom basically looks exactly like Smoothie, minus the change of outfit. Smoothie's in the episode, and she does nothing. Absolutely nothing. You see her for a quick cameo, and that's it. We see some stuff with the Straw Hat crew. They're just plowing away, and of course, Brook does his usual thing of trying to ask to see Big Mama's panties. And this is the second time that he's done this. Yeah, and both times he gets bashed in the head. Though the first time he actually did this, yeah, the third time he's done this for the whole thing of trying to say, like, doing this little thing. The first time he said it to, like, the one character he says he does not want to see her panties is the one woman who's associated with Doflamingo from the Dressrosa arc who tried to reshape the ship. Yeah. And apparently he's trying to say to a Big Mom. My guess is because she's younger than he is. Like, much younger. Like, a good, 24 years younger. Yeah, and no one brings up the fact that Brook is older than Big Mom. I mean, characters know he's 90. People don't know how old Big Mom is. Big Mom doesn't even know that she is actually younger than Brook. Yeah, she doesn't know. And I will talk about her later in the manga. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about that. So, we have the conclusion also of the Luffy vs. Katakuri fight. First, it looks like that the ground collapsed, like they pull back their arms, and the ground on the Luffy collapses, and then Katakuri falls on his face. And then Luffy gets up, crawls out of the hole that he fell in, and then, Katakuri is standing right in front of him, and it's basically the way in perspective is that, man, Katakuri is taller. Like, he's a giant compared to Luffy. Though Katakuri himself is roughly 23 feet tall. And man, the anime does a very good job of keeping his height very accurate to how it is depicted in the manga. And it looks like the fight's going to resume, and Katakuri collapses on his, flops over on his back, and he's basically trying to avoid touching his back, having his back touch the ground the entire time. And then, then Luffy's like, okay, he won, and then Luffy takes off the gangster hat that was on top of his straw hat, puts it on Katakuri's mouth because he's got respect for him. Yeah, and the reason why he did this because he knows that Katakuri does not like showing off his mouth to the public. So he put the hat on his mouth as a sign of respect to him. But at least he kept a straw hat. Yep. So he goes off, tries to find Broly, and she's gone. Of course, she had already basically freed herself. And then later on, you see her, and she's tied up again, and she's captured by Peckham's. Yes, first time in quite a while we've seen him. Last I saw him, I mean, in the anime, and just like in the, well, last I saw him, he was with the Sun Pirates. Yep. And he put on disguise, calling himself Messam's, even though Luffy correctly figured out it was Peckham's. Though he's the second character to disguise himself, and Luffy able to figure out exactly who he is just by looking at him. The last character he did this with was Caesar Clown. And it wasn't that long prior to this. I think it was good like 30 chapters prior to this that he did this in the manga. Yeah. And pretty much then Luffy, because Luffy's sort of tired after fighting Katakuri and it's revealed in this episode, you wonder how long Luffy's fighting Katakuri? He's fought him for 10 hours straight. Though he did take a brief break to get his haki back. But yeah, these two have been fighting for 10 hours. And Luffy is hungry. I'm sure he's probably going to get some food a little bit later, probably after he escapes down. But here's the thing. I should point out, though, in the manga, after he defeats Katakuri, Luffy spends the rest of the time being carried the rest of the time because he's just so exhausted. He doesn't do any fighting after this. He pretty much spent the rest of the time getting carried, first by Peckham's, and then later on by Sanji. And that's pretty much what Luffy does for pretty much the rest of the whole entire arc. He gets carried around. Because the guy is basically exhausted. He can't do more fighting at all. Yeah, but that's stuff for later. The overall, fantastic episode. And finally wrapping up the Luffy vs. Katakuri fight, which is going on for quite a while, actually. Yeah, this fight started in the manga, this actually went on for a good, 30 chapters. Feels like in the anime, it went on for quite a long time. Trying to bring it up on here. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, this fight has been going on now since episode 850. Yeah. So this fight lasted for 22 episodes. Yeah, long time for a fight. I think the last fight lasted as long was Luffy versus Doflamingo. Yeah. Now for the newest chapter of the manga once I get to it. Here we go. Now on this Soba mask. First, you have this wonderful cover story of Nami with Zeus, and it's raining with frogs. Yeah, that's how the chapter starts out. I had to refresh the page because it's been like a little while. Yeah, my phone does this at times. Okay. And then we see Sanji and one of Kaido's men, and Luffy and Sanji takes out his raid can, activates it, and we see his outfit. Number 3 of the evil army, the Germa 66 Stealth Black. Yeah, this is Sanji's outfit. And yeah, that why does he have that? And this before he says Law is like, why does he have that suit? Number 33 Evil Army, the German 6th Stealth Black. And Sandra's like, how did you know that? And Law's like, everybody know what Blue does. I don't care. Don't call me that again. Yeah. So he decides to change his name to Soba Mask. It's so funny. Yeah. So he called himself Soba Mask and he fights the dragon, flies into his mouth, basically beats the crap out of him. Apparently, yeah, he can go invisible. Yep. We see like brief flashbacks to what going on with Sanji, like him reading a book, and of course running and seeing Absalom, a character by the way who is dead, got killed by the Blackbeard pirates. Yeah, and then we see the dragon shapeshifter that has a tattoo of page 1 on his chest and arms. And the fight still continues, and everyone's like wondering if Sanji's okay. And he's perfectly fine. Beats him up. And of course, they decide to head out of town. And we cut to Orochi's castle. He's the daimyo of the place. Then we see, yeah, I think this is Nico Robin, where she's looking through records. And then we see the Abiwaman. Yes, the Straw Hat, the One Piece universe has this group, the Abiwaman. The Abiwaman. The only other series I can think of that had this group in it is Berserk Kenshin, and I believe. No, I think that's this second series I've seen this group in, though it's a completely different lineup. But yeah, it's the Abiwaman. They're basically a bunch of hired ninja, and we see like sort of apparently Nico Robin sees them, and we also see the captain who looks very weird. Yeah, this is him. This is the captain of this universe's Abiwaman. If I can get the clear picture here. Yeah, that's him. Yep. And then we see at Karakara Beach, we see the kid Damio, Chopper, and the little girl who's a friend of Ace. They're just playing on the beach, and then all of a sudden, Big Mom shows up. Yes, and Chopper knows exactly who this is. I mean, even I can tell just by looking at it, it's Big Mom, and she's unconscious on the beach. And Chopper's like, Big Mom. She's like, and they're wondering like, Chopper, who, whatever that is, don't speak. She'll wake up. We gotta run. If she wakes up, it's over. Yeah, he's about to kill her, and then he wakes up, and then Big Mom wakes up, is like, who am I? And then Chopper's like, huh? Yeah, Big Mom's got amnesia. Yeah, she's in Wano and she's got amnesia. It's one of the most oddest endings, but it's so cool to see her. Especially since last I saw her, she fell in the ocean and yet somehow she washed up on this beach. Somehow, and she's got no memory. Wow. Such a damn good chapter. Too bad Luffy's not in it. Yeah, he's been absent the past several chapters. I'm going to give this chapter roughly a 9.5 out of 10. Fantastic. Okay, so that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned for my Comic Corner, which is going to be next. Review one Marvel trade, one DC trade. Okay, but this next review. Bye.